the first steps towards therapy are often difficult because there's so much therapy out there. Like everyone, there's so many offshoots of different types of therapy, and there's all these fancy names, and you don't really know what's what. And then NHS will prescribe this thing as the gold standard, so people think that's what they need. For some people it works, for some people it doesn't. Am I that broken that it doesn't work? But it was the wrong approach. And then, it's not only the approach, but then you've got to gel with your therapist as well. So then it's like, how do I know who's the right person? So I think another reason why it can be difficult is the most important part of therapy is the relationship. A lot of our problems are the avoidance of intimacy, that emotional closeness, that raw, real genuineness, being really seen and experienced by another person. But for you to come to therapy, to a degree, you're going to have to do that. So that in itself can be scary. There's things I don't want to admit about myself. How am I going to admit that to another person? I think as well, a lot of cultural backgrounds, mainstream therapy, it incorporates a lot of Eastern ideas. Like, there's a lot of people who practice mindfulness. But mainstream therapy is a very Western thing. So some cultures, the idea like, what are you going to a stranger to talk to talk about your problems? In some cultures, you book an individual counselling session, and the whole family will turn up because it doesn't make sense to them. Like, this is something we need to sort out. Like, it's not a you problem, it's a us problem. So that can also be a barrier if maybe family doesn't quite get it, or you're from a different culture.